26 crew,
20 talents,
multiple sets,
1 day to shoot it,
stakeholder and celebrity,
and 3 weeks of pre-production. Here's how we made a commercial spot for Dr. Tobias in collaboration with Joey Chestnut. Let's get into it.
When this opportunity first came to you, what excited you the most about it?
I think what excited me most about this project was the fact that Dr. Tobias, the company we created the spot for, was interested in bringing this story to life with comedy while also showcasing the benefits of their colon cleanse product.
If I were a steak, I'd be afraid if you walked in the room.
That's not even a question.
I thought the element of comedy was a great take on colliding the two worlds of Dr. Tobias and Joey Chestnut.
Yeah.
And you know me, I love to joke around and have a good time in real life. So it was a great opportunity for me to translate that into the spot. And so I was really excited about that. From a producer's perspective, what made this project different from other projects that we've taken on in the past?
I think the workload in the sense of talent, having this amount of talent was just a new world to me. And I feel like it really fine-tuned my skills here. Like I really felt like I got to grow as a producer on this set. And it was strictly because of talent size, crew size, sets, like having so many moving pieces. It allowed me as a producer to ask for help more and when I need it, and also just delegate what I need better. And I just feel like that was the biggest lesson of here for me.
Yeah, you crushed it. I mean, dealing with all of that talent was it was difficult, right? Like managing, you know, interviews and managing auditions and getting the paperwork, everything that goes into getting 20 people in one place at the right time is not easy. So hats off for you doing that.
Nothing without our additional producer, Luther, also our first AD, Janita, and her fine schedule, and our third, Hessa. And it was just, without them, it wouldn't have been possible.
Let's do it.
Go get him, Joey!
What does success look like before we started Planet with this project?
Yeah, I think success came back to the initial client brief, which was, you know, delivering the benefits of their product, highlighting their partnership with Joey Chestnut, and then also having it land with comedic value. I think all those three ingredients went into my planning process of coming up with ideas for the project, and ultimately the ideas that we ended up pitching. Now we know Postgame was the one that won, that we really were excited for. And I think it was a perfect blend of adding sports, which lends to Joey Chestnut's side, but then also wellness with the questions that were being asked and how they were delivered. And I think it's a perfect blend to showcase, you know, how the product can be used for a balanced lifestyle, and I was just really proud of that.
I use Dr. Tobias Colon 14-day cleanse in my routine to help support healthy digestion and keep things moving.
A part of success for us on this project was being able to capture everything we needed on the day in the day, because we only had the space for 1 day. Of course, we had 3 different sets that we were shooting on. And we wanted to make sure that we were able to capture the shots as they pertain to the story. So myself and my DP, Michael, we sat down multiple times looking over our shot list, figuring out what we could cut and what needed to be kept from a story standpoint so that we were going to be good on the day in terms of our timing. And I have to give a big shout out to our G&E team for absolutely crushing their load-ins and setup times so that everything lent to us being able to manage a 12+1 day. We only had Joey Chestnut, which was the celebrity talent in this project. We only had him for 1 day and he was gonna be traveling out the next day. So we had no choice but to get it all in 1 day, and everything came down to timing and being as stringent as we could on that as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do your taste buds even still work?
So is this your party trick?
What are the biggest priorities that had to be aligned before production began from a producing standpoint?
I think because the project had so many moving parts, one thing that I wanted to make sure was understood across the board was deliverables and when are things due, what's due. So making sure I had a really fine-tuned work back schedule was like really important. It was the pillar for everyone when all was said and done after production date. And so just making sure that like I was really on top of figuring out those dates and working around with different restrictions. It was a lot, but we had to make sure work back schedule worked for everybody. And I'm really glad that we got that done pretty early into the process. And then also a lot of other things had to be done because I wasn't here on production day.
Where were you on your birthday?
I was in Portugal living my best life, and even though it was my birthday and I was all the way in Portugal, I still answered every call and made sure everyone was good because I'm still invested, you know? So just making sure everything was done before I had flown out was really important to me. That goes from making sure catering knew what was going on. Our first AD knew where all the locations were from our tech scout. And so I was doing a lot. Every time I did something in the pre-plan phase, it was anticipation that I wasn't going to be here. And so if I was here, what would I need? And then preparing that person for that.
Yeah, it was awesome. You did a great job on that. We were so good on the day because of all the work that you put in leading up to it. Everybody was clear on what we were doing, where we need to be. Our AD was doing a phenomenal job on set based on your conversations and meetings with her, right? Yeah. And so it was almost like you were there, but you weren't there. And it really helped us on set, so.
I was definitely still accessible, just not in real life.
It's not in real life, but it's okay. You still were able to produce a project overseas.
Which was crazy.
Which is insane.
Joey, they're ready for you.
All right, let's do it.
Creatively, how do you feel like you made the story still align with all the moving parts of the production?
Yeah, that's a good question. I think really it came down to the story we were trying to tell. And I knew from the jump what we were trying to tell because that was defined early through my treatment process, through the pitching process, and then when things got refined. And so no matter what was happening around me from a moving part standpoint, bunch of talent, celebrity, product, all of these different things, I knew what we were trying to tell and how that was going to impact the overall display of how the product was going to be showcased and how it was going to be represented. For me, I try to keep my mind level-headed on what we were actually creating and not all the parts that had to do with it. The good thing is I had an amazing team, like people like yourself, my AD and things like that, that could take some of the weight of all of those moving pieces so that I could focus on these decisions that we're making creatively. How does that align with the story? So when it comes even to art and having contrasting sets and speaking of wardrobe and making sure that the clothing contrasts what the set is doing and making sure that it all aligns with the story, from the clothes that the talent are wearing, from the props that the talent have in their hands, to the actual space of the location and where we're shooting. All of these things came back down to the story we were trying to tell, which was Joey had just came off the tail of a big win, becoming the world's greatest competitive eater. And now he's gonna speak on processes a part of his routine that helps sustain him and keep him balanced, which is Dr. Tobias's colon cleanse. I depended on my team and I gave clear direction and instructions on things that I was looking for. And then we had meetings every single time things were unclear or when there was new developments so that we can make more decisions to get us closer to that story.
One thing I never skip is taking care of my gut health.
Did he say gut health?
I thought you just stopped eating for a month.
Now that the project's out, looking back, what part of the final piece best reflects the original vision?
I think the chaos of the set.
Do your taste buds even still work?
And the sort of fleeting feelings with the reporters and Joey in the mix, I think that was really well translated. I wanted that to be a big part of the spot because I knew it was gonna A, have good retention, but B, it was also, I wanted it to feel like the energy of an eating competition. So I did a lot of research on eating competitions while I was creating the script and putting together the project. And I see the diehard sort of fandom that exists within the audience. And I wanted to showcase some of that. This is the world's greatest eater, the biggest man on the stage. I wanted the audience to replicate that sort of feeling of if they were to see him in real life and what that would feel like and what that room would actually be like. And I think that was translated really well.
That's a wrap, folks. Joey's got places to be.
Support your gut health and cleanse like a winner. Dr. Tobias, 14-day cleanse.
If someone wanting to work with Vero, what is something you hope that they can take away from this project?
I would like someone to take away the fact that us at Vero, we're always going to try and push boundaries in terms of how your brand and your product shows up on screen, how we choose to approach storytelling. I think that's a big differentiator for us, and that we always keep it real here at Vero. And then also that we love to create or foster an environment for our crew that is that of having a great time, growing, learning, all of these different things as well. So we really value, the efforts that our crew puts in, and we don't take anybody for granted. And we want to make sure that everybody leaves having a great time, a great story to tell on set or from set. But most importantly, as far as we go to our clients as well, is that, no matter the idea that you're coming with, no matter if you think it's crazy, we're happy to ingest that idea and figure out a way to add that Vero spin to it.
Joey, can you sign this for me, please?
Cleanse like a winner.